Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us, and thank you, of course, to our 3 podium finishers, and of course to Robert Giutasco, who is the artist in residence here, who will also be joining in this press conference. Of course, this has been the 5-star Grand Prix presented by Fidelity, and an incredible win for Abdul Rahman Al Raji, making his debut on the Major League show jumping circuit. Abdul Rahman, we'll go to you first. This is your first Major League show jumping Grand Prix win. What does that mean to you?
Of course, first of all, I'd like to thank the Major League for organizing this amazing show, and of course this amazing city as well. And it means actually a lot to me, especially that I was lucky enough to meet these amazing riders next to me. This actually a good win for me, and obviously it's a new experience for me to be here in the States. And I think we had a very great show and a very great competition as well. And I think the crowd was really amazing, and I'm very happy to be here and I'm very happy to win the Grand Prix.
Of course, you've had a lot of 5-star success already in your career, but when you had a look at the start list today, you know, we've got some seriously highly ranked riders in the field, you know, the likes of McLean Ward, the likes of Kent Farrington, of course, Lily, all of these riders here, they're such icons of the sport, some of them. How does that make you feel as a kind of younger rider as well, coming up and competing against some of these?
First of all, thank you very much for counting me as a young rider. I really appreciate it. I haven't heard this for a while now. I'm 30 and I'm still young. This is really great.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you. That's better than me winning today. No, honestly, like, of course, like I do believe that the competition is very important, and I think my nerves doesn't work if I don't have a proper competition. And when I was going in, I saw it already on the lead. That makes me actually fight more. And yeah, I think the most difficult part today was my horse. That he's an unbelievable horse, but I think he's one of the slowest horses in the class. He's tiny bit slow, but he has an advantage that he has a very huge stride, and obviously he's ultra careful all the scope. So don't get me wrong, he's one of the best horses in the world for sure, but like he's slow, so to be competitive with them, it needs a lot of hard effort, and honestly he did his heart, and he helps me to make it happen.
And going last, of course, could be seen as a bit of an advantage. Did you make any strategy changes, or did you just stick to your plan?
Honestly, I forgot to thank Iniesta that when yesterday class that made me actually start in the end, and actually I took advantage of every single thing, especially the first round, as I know that my horse is very slow, so I did not risk it in the areas that I know that it could be a bit risky, but I take it in my advantage to have a short turns. And obviously the second round I get the chance to see everyone before me. Of course, I think if I was in the beginning, I won't be able to go to win the Grand Prix, and also I don't think that I'll dare to try that hard.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Lily, we'll turn to you next. Pink seems to be a lucky colour for you this season. You and Ken are clearly a strong pairing. How is your relationship developing, and what stands out about this horse particularly for you?
So I got Ken this time last year, so I've had him for almost exactly a year. And in the beginning, it was definitely a slower start. He was not an experienced horse when I bought him. He'd only ever jumped a couple 2-star Grand Prix. And we had our hiccups in the beginning, and then we really quickly, obviously, grew as a partnership. People that would know my career as a junior, I used to have a horse called Super Sox, and when I tried Ken, he reminded me so much of him. That's why I knew I had to have him. So he's really just been a horse that every time I've asked more of him, he's given it to me. He is a horse that really has got me to believe that he can win every time he goes in the ring. And yeah, today he was phenomenal. I couldn't ask any more of him. He's got a big character, and I think that's probably his biggest strength.
When you won the 5-star Grand Prix in Toronto with Ken, that of course was also on a sand ring and a relatively small ring for the series. This again a sand ring and slightly smaller than some of our others. Is this an environment where he performs particularly well?
I would say that he's a horse that could win in any arena. I also jumped him in Spruce Meadows, and he was phenomenal there. It just so happens that this year, being our first time jumping at this level together, in Angelstone when we won, it was the first time we'd ever jumped a 5-star Grand Prix, so it would just happen to be in a sand arena. I really don't think it makes a big difference for him. I would say today, I planned to do 6 in the last line in the jump off, and he stumbled a bit, but part of what makes that horse so special is he stumbled and he picked his head right back up and eyed him in the next jump. I had to change my mind, and he was right there with me every step of the way.
We look forward to seeing you in the next jump off in a 5-star Grand Prix. Kent, we'll come to you next. One of the questions we have for you here is that you've got such a strong string of developing horses. What excites you the most about your partnership with Mila?
Mila's a really exciting horse. She's 9 years old, one of the youngest horses in the competition or jumping this level in the sport. She already has some good wins. Today is kind of my speed limit for her at the moment, but I'm excited for the future.
That kind of leads me on to my next question, which I hope isn't too controversial, but you've been there or thereabouts in a good few of our Major League Grand Prix this year so far. What do you think is happening there that's just stopping you from clinching a win? And is that on your mind? Is that something that you'll be looking to for the rest of the season?
Yeah, you always want to win. I mean, that's the reality, and you try your best. Sometimes the course suits a different horse. Sometimes it suits you, brings you tiny advantage or tiny disadvantage. That's the horse game, and knowing what the horse is ready to do at that moment in their career is also knowing how to build a longer term plan. So for me, that today was as fast as I was comfortable to go with her experience and her age doing this level. And I think as she gets more experience, she'll be able to go a little bit faster, turn a little bit shorter to the fences, and that'll take hopefully a third to a first.
And where can we expect to see you next on these series? Will we see you in trial?
I'll be there. Yeah, I'm going to hit most of these shows on the tour.
Fantastic. We look forward to seeing you there.
Thank you.
We will turn, of course, to. I'm so sorry. Yes, I've got everything on your phone. To Roberto, of course, you are the artist responsible for this beautiful exhibition that we have here. And Roberto has a gift for each of you that is sitting in front of you. I believe it's a beautiful book with some of these photos. Roberto, I don't know if you want to tell us a little bit about the story behind these books.
Sure. I mean, we look at this spectacular horses doing incredible things. I dedicated most of my life to documenting wild horses which are outside interference from humanity. And these particular horses that live on Sable Island, they are unaware and unafraid of anything, that they don't see anything else. So I thought it was a perfect moment to actually bring these books to such incredible riders which have such respect for these incredible animals, just like I have respect for those animals when I'm there with them alone on this incredible island. So there's a kinship of sorts, and my intention is to bring art into the world and to show people in terms of what wilderness looks like in its primal form, unaware and unafraid of man, alongside people like these incredible beings doing incredible things on those magnificent horses. So I'm grateful and I'm happy to be here. I'm going to be signing to each one of you.